Hello. In this video we're going to be writing the equation for a parabola. That parabola has a vertex at 1, -4, and it's going to go through the point 3, 2. Now we know that 2 points are enough to form a line, but 2 points aren't necessarily enough to form a parabola. We need a third point. And we actually do have one here, and let me graph this to show you how that's the case. So our vertex at 1, 4 will sit right there, and we're going to go through the point 3, 2, which will sit here. And so we know that we have, at the very least, this half of my parabola. But because a parabola is symmetrical, we should have a third point on the other side. I had to go 4 to the right to get to the next point, so I should have to go 4 to the left. And I had to go 6 up, so I'm going to go, once again, 6 up. And so there's my third point in order to graph this parabola. So we do have enough information to do it. Let's go ahead and actually get it done. The best equation to use here is our vertex form. Where h, k is the vertex. And so since we know what the vertex is, let's go ahead and just plug it in. That means my h is going to be 1 and k is going to be -4. So we have y equals a times the quantity x minus 1 squared plus, or rather we should say, minus 4. But the problem is we're not quite done because we need to figure out what a is. A is a constant, has to be replaced. This is where the other point is going to come in to help us. Our other point is an xy coordinate that will work out here. So if I know that my x can be 3, and if x is 3, y has to be 2, let's plug that information in. So we have 2 equals a times a quantity, 3 minus 1 quantity squared, minus 4. And that's our goal, to figure out a, to solve for a. So 2 is equal to a times 2 squared minus 4. Add 4 to both sides. So 6 is equal to a times, and I can do 2 squared as well at the same time, 4. That's a times right there. And then if we divide by 4, 6/4 simplifies into 3 halves, and that's what a equals. So we have y equals 3 halves times the quantity x minus 1 quantity squared minus 4. And that's the equation for this parabola. So this is the method that we're going to use to write the equation for a parabola when we know the vertex. And since we know the vertex, it makes sense to use the vertex form for our parabola. All right, so for right now, we are done.